Mr. Speaker, sir, actually the question, the supplementary question is outside the main question, but it's important to know by this honorable House that as we all know, it has been notified from the PMO that no new national highway will be declared all over the country till further order. However, as the Minister in charge of Road and Bridges mentioned, it is so important that Foothill Road is so important for the people of the state. Not only those affecting the district, but for the people of the state, it is so important. So all development can take place only along this Foothill Road. So, as the Minister in charge of Road and Bridges did mention a little bit, I want to make it very clear that after series of meetings at the level of Honorable Chief Minister with Home Minister and Road Transport National Highway Minister, after series of meetings, they understood the importance of this national highway. So they have given assurance through this Secretary MORTH, and he has written a letter to Chief Secretary Nagaland that if you allow, I can read out for the consumption of all the members that we have to take up seriously. A copy can be. Written to Chief Secretary, dear sir, kindly refer to your letter, to your DO letter, dated 9 May 2025, regarding the declaration of Foothill Road as National Highway. The Ministry appreciates the significance of the Trans-Nagaland Highway Foothill Road for Nagaland's economic development is mentioned. However, you may recall our discussion during your visit to the Ministry on 14/11/2024 and 19/3/2025. During the discussion, I was conveyed that the Ministry could consider the proposal for declaration and subsequent development of Foothill Road as a national highway only after the state government comply as under make available a minimum of 30 meter right of way free from all encumbrances along the entire length of the proposed stretch and facilitate the securing of all necessary statutory clearance, especially forest and environment clearance. And in further to our discussion, letter dated 4 December 2024, 8 May 2025, have been written to the state government in this regard. Well appreciating the action taken by the state government to initiate the process for demarcation of the Foothill right-of-way, as well as obtaining forest clearance. I would be grateful if the timeline for making requisite land available free of cost and obtaining the initial stage of clearance is made available to the Ministry. This would help in initiating the process of DPR preparation, as the alignment will be matched with the availability of land for the highway. With regards, Umasankar, the Secretary of Ministry of Road Transport and Highway. Speaker, sir. After we received this letter, CM and the highway department we have discussed, and then we have directed all the district planning board to discuss this matter, whether the land can be provided at free of cost, as desired by the ministry. So with that note, we have sent direction to all the district planning board. But it appears that DC and concerned members are not very serious about this. Although they are prepared to provide funds. Though the whole nation is banned for declaration of national highway, but for this, they have specifically mentioned that for this, if we provide free of cost, they are prepared to provide section and prepare the DPR. 100% funded by central government. There will be no state. But honorable, for information of honorable member, we have to discuss with tribal HOHO, respective tribal HOHO in the district which are touched by this Foothills Road from Digit to Kelma. The project cost approximately, it will come not less than 2,500 crore, according to them. So when such a big project are promised by government of India, I think members should take serious note of it and take a decision and reply to us so that we'll communicate to the ministry at the end. Thank you, sir.
Speaker said, I will read. Sir, I was quite surprised to see the other day in the newspaper the so-called Foothills Road Committee saying that ultimatum given to the state government till 31st March, unless sufficient funds are allocated, they will go on agitation. I don't know with what authority, but Foothills Road, through the government initiative, it has been started, and I repeatedly mentioned when I was Minister in charge of Works and Housing in 1993. Assam obstructed because of Nagaland-Assam border dispute. But Government of India had realized the importance because we have always been approaching, but they could not give. We started with our own state fund. I think 3 times we have given, and some formative alignments are going on. In that also, we need public support, landowners support, but somehow in this construction also, not following the department alignment in 2 sectors in Wokha district and Peren district, they have taken the so-called Foothills Road up to the hills. So this is not convenient for people who are traveling far distance. If they have to cross all the villages or all the mountains to reach their destination, it is not fair for the people who are living in a far flung. So the department and the government had decided that Foothills Road, sooner or later, the alignment will go by the Foothills Road, because a lot of economic activities can take up. Now when I met the MRTH minister, he had already assured what Deputy CM in charge of National Highway has spoken and given you one letter. Department had received 2 reminder letters as per our discussion to give land free of cost 30 meters and forest clearance, forest and environment clearance, and then they will do the road. Now they say clearly that they cannot pay land compensation. People have to give. Yes, there is a provision that in a national highway, land compensation should be given. But let us understand, Foothill Road is not yet declared national highway. So you can't get land compensation. That should be understood. And therefore, if we want development, we have to part with our land. These are all agricultural land. If there are some properties debate, I think that compensation may come. But otherwise, if we want road, and we know, with this road, there will be a lot of economic activities. And the Naga villages living in the mountain top, they will come down to do economic activities, particularly our youth. And you are aware, 2011, 2012, Foothill Road parallel, within Nagaland, the railway line from Tizit to Dimapur, Dimapur to Khelma, is already approved by the railway board. And every year they're keeping a token. It is alive. The railway board had already approved. It is only needing land clearance and financial clearance from the cabinet. But the landowners say that first we will give our land for Foothill Road. Only when that is done, we'll give land for railway development. So therefore, land issue, no development is taken forward. Not only this, in all our roads, people are not willing to give land. And our Foothill Road is a green field. And therefore, as mentioned, we call the tribal hosts and made them understand. And some say that they will need land compensation. Some say they will give, even free. Therefore, we decided, the cabinet decided that let us serve notice to all the deputy commissioners to have meeting with the tribal hosts in their district planning and development board, and whether they can give free contribution of 30 meters to develop the Foothill Road or not. We gave them 3 months time, but nothing, no reply has come. No positive response has come. And therefore, the ultimatum coming has taken us by surprise. We cannot build road in the air or in the sky, so land has to be made available so that government can take up the road for the benefit of the people. Thank you.
Honorable members, there will be no supplementary to this question anymore. The Leader of the House and the Honorable Deputy Chief Minister have clarified. Secretary to note, on behalf of the House, I also regret to inform and want to encourage all the honorable members to be mindful of the duties assigned to you through committees. If I am not mistaken, the same matter which has been raised by Honorable Leader of the House and Honorable Deputy Chief Minister have also been raised in the last session, that is the 7th session. The Privilege Committee was supposed to have a sitting at the earliest and to make the recommendation to the Line Department. I would like to encourage the Chairman of the Privilege Committee to be mindful of the duties assigned to him If not, I will personally revisit and recommend, encourage the chairman of the committee to revisit the matter which was raised in the last session, 7th session, regarding the ultimatums by civil organizations unregistered on the government, and in this case, to make the recommendation to the Home Department, which in this case is again headed by Honorable Deputy Chief Minister of Home. Secondly, the Secretary also is to note the circulation of the letter as received from Honorable Deputy Chief Minister in charge of National Highway, the letter from Ministry for information of all the honorable members, and at the same time to inform the Line Department to notify and discuss as requested and to remind to have to convene the district planning meeting and to take up the issue at the earliest in this regard. I think this is a very pertinent issue, and we sincerely, on behalf of the Assembly Secretariat, regret for the lapses that our honorable members who are supposed to make the recommendation have not done so far. So with that, that will be the end of the question listed for start question number 11. So we shall move on to the next, which is start question number 12. Honorable Shri